Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. So happy to have you guys here. I am Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin, and this is Coffee and Crafts. I'm looking to see if I pop up on either of these screens that I'm watching. Am I on? There we go. Okay, good to see you. Welcome. Let me show you what we're gonna do today. Today we are playing with the Santa's Workshop suite, mostly the stamp set. And some of the other items from it. I've already tacked on a ribbon after I took the picture because you know me, I just can't leave things alone. So thank you everybody for joining and welcome. Let's run down what is on today's giveaways. So first let me tell you what the giveaways are and then I'll explain where the status of giveaways are. So anyone who's watching live will have the ability to win the Regal's enamel shapes. If you've watched me in the past, you know I love enamel shapes. I put them on everything. Unfortunately, these are retired, but so all you have to do to win those is leave a comment. So any comment during this broadcast will be eligible for to win that those shapes. If you cannot watch this live, or you don't, let's say you don't win the Regal's enamel shapes, you are watching later, and you're watching later either on Facebook or YouTube, you can be entered in to win the Warm Heart stamp set. That is a special hostess set from the holiday catalog, and so those make those a little more rare and special, and it's this really kind of cool one too. And all you have to do there again is leave a comment either on Facebook or on YouTube, and you'll get one entry. If you share this video, and you can share it within Facebook to a group, to your personal page, to wherever, and then go back in and type the comment shared with a D, you will be added into for a second entry to win the Warm Hearted stamp set. So here's now the status of where we stand on giveaways. If you caught my last broadcast, right before I came on, I discovered that the website I use, WooBox, has decided to start charging $32 a month for their service. That's not going to fly. So I think I can still use them to do the instant winner. If I can't, I have found another software we can use. It's just not as pretty to look at on the screen. It's a lot of, you know, you get those sites that say download 20 different times and none of them is the info you want. It's one of those, but it works. The watch later. So what makes that challenging is because I want to have you guys be able to win from either Facebook or YouTube, and that means I need to download those comments. And due to Facebook, some of their restrictions, trying to get comments downloaded out of Facebook is a bit of a challenge. I was successful in doing it for the broadcast 2 ago, so the 9/27 broadcast, so we will pick that winner in a minute. I was unsuccessful in picking for last week's, so I'm still going to fiddle with that. The problem is I can get it scraped off Facebook onto Excel, but there is something in that file that crashes Excel. I don't think it's an emoji, you know, so when you guys, you know, say, oh, good to see you, and put a little happy face and maybe a little rain cloud, I don't think it's those. I think it's a different name. It's a lot. It's like the big thumbs up or the big whatever. I think that's what's causing it. So I'm going to try a few more things. I am still going to get you your giveaways. They're just going to be a little delayed until I can get this figured out. I have signed up for something else that is currently recording all your comments as you go. I can't go backwards, I can only go forwards. It's kind of like hitting record on a playing machine, and it is off on the back end now recording all your comments. So we're hopefully, maybe that'll be a solution going forward. So I am working on it, and I apologize. So glad to see everybody coming on. So for all the new people, let's show you again what we're gonna work on in a few minutes. We are gonna play with the Santa's Workshop suite, and we are going to color with the blends because you know I love that. And so good morning everybody, and anybody in the Panhandle of Florida, our hearts and prayers go out to you because this is just horrible what has happened down there. So I want to throw that out. I saw somebody mention something that went by, and I just want to say that I hope everyone is at least safe personally. Things unfortunately can be replaced. Okay, So watch later. Wait, so this is from, I should have picked this last week. So this is for the We Must Celebrate stamp set. And this was from the 9/27 broadcast. So we're operating a week late at the moment. Hopefully we'll get this all caught up. So let me flip over here to random.org. So on here is everyone's name who left a comment on Facebook or YouTube, and then if you shared the video and left the comment shared with a D, you got a second entry, and you can see there's quite a few names there that say two names. So we kind of scroll through here, and it's getting bigger. So I thank you all for joining me and sharing. So I'm going to hit randomize, and the name that pops to the top will be our winner. And our winner is Nicole Brown. So congratulations to Nicole Brown. Nicole, if you head, oh, I didn't set that up. Hold on. There we go. So if you head over to craftystampin.com, go to specials and giveaway. Ta-da! Click this big claim your prize button and fill out the form, and I will get that prize out to you very, very soon. So here we go, throw this back up one more time. Here is the project we are going to work on right now, and let's get going. So let's bring it down here to the webcam. Let's see, I'm trying to decide what lighting is better. Doctor's office, or eye doctor, hold on, A or B. I think I like B better. It just throws like an amazing amount of light on my neck. It looks like I'm being, all right, you see I added a little ribbon. I don't know, I couldn't stop. But, so let's play with this. Alright, watch. Alright, so I'm starting with, again, I'm behind trying to play with the, pick the winners. So it'll be maybe an hour and a half. But I will have a blog post up with a recap afterwards that will have a downloadable PDF. I don't have it done yet, but the more important thing is the card's done, and we know what we're making today. So I'm going to start with my card base, and I'm going to set that aside for right now. And we're going to stamp first off. So I just have a big piece of Whisper White here. Where did I put all my blocks? Okay. And because we're coloring with the Stampin' blends, I got my Memento ink. And I've got tons and tons of blocks here. So this is the Signs of Santa. Let's see, where did that go? Bring it out a little bit. So this is the Signs of Santa. There are 18 stamps in this set, and it's got the matching, if I can figure out where I put it. Here we go. Matching framelits, which I'm using a significant portion of them, so they're out. But there's a lot of matching dies so that you can really cut out all the little signs. Santa, Mrs. Claus, your two little elves, everything you can really cut out. It's so cool. It's a fun bundle. So let's get Stampin' here first. All right, so I'm not going to do you right off the bat. So to save time, I put some all on the same block so I can stamp them all at once. I found when I did get this set, I needed to like ink it up, stamp it on scrap paper, clean all the stamps, and then ink it up again. That's it. Sometimes they'll have like a film on them or something, and they kind of need to get cleaned off first. So I'm going to use, because it's photopolymer also, this is a paper piercing mat, but I use it to stamp on, and I have one that I use to pierce with, and it's got a bunch of holes on it. So that's why I've written stamping only on this one, because the holes will cause, they'll bleed through, as now I get ink everywhere. Not like I haven't done that before. Throwing ink pads around. Okay. Okay, so there's one. Hold on, let me get a wipey. Okay. Baby wipes are the best tool in the stamping room. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to ink up now my little signpost. And let's spin this around, and I'm going to ink up. Now, all of these are going to get die cut out, so that's why I'm just kind of getting them all over the place, just so I can color them. So is that all I need? I got my elf, my wagon, my Santa, my signpost, and everything. Okay. So that's all that's getting stamped on this. So and I will tell you, I'm going to stamp the word North Pole on my sign, but I'm going to do it after I color, so that it's kind of on top and isn't getting quote unquote smudged by my coloring. Let's put your framelits. Did you just put your framelit on your big shot behind you? No, I don't know. I got my big shots behind me, and I got a frame back here. Oh. And I have a magnet in it, and I put all my so all the framelits I'm using are on this. I have a shelf where it usually sits, but if I have it on my desk too, I can just throw my framelits up. It prevents them from being all over my desk and getting lost, because that will happen. So I'm going to let this dry for a minute while we do some other stuff. So, all right, so I have a piece of Pool Party, and where'd my thing go? Okay. I am going to use this is, the softly falling embossing folder. Let me pull you out. All right, and I'm going to emboss this, and I don't want it to be, I want it kind of, you can see some places where it's busier than others. All right, so I'm removing, because I'm doing an embossing folder, I'm removing the thin die adapter, and this is a normal size embossing folder, so I need 2 plates. Line that all up, run this through. Oops. Okay. So there's our background of snow, but we're not done with that. But while we are here, I have another piece. Let's see. Both these plates are really curled. All right. So I have another piece of Whisper White that is the same thickness or same width as my background. And I'm grabbing, this is the quote-unquote ground. This comes from the In the Woods framelits, and it's this long kind of curvy piece. We have 2 of those. There's one in this is the In the Woods, and then there's another one in Farmhouse framelits, and you can see it right here. They are a different shape. So I am going to attach this here, and I need Post-it notes to hold it. There we go. And so I'm going to cut this piece out. Nope, and I didn't put my thin die adapter back in. I'm like, it's going through awfully easy. There we go. Ah. When you have the right sandwich, it works so much better. Okay. Those things behind me. All right, so remove that. So that's going to kind of make a little bit of a like a mountain, like snow drift mountain here. Let's pull you back in. All right, so what I'm going to do is, this is the greeting from the set called "Wishing You Everything on Your List," because Santa's holding the list, and I'm going to put that right here in the bottom corner. So I'm just gonna set that aside. Put my embossing. That is the embossing folder I used was the Softly Falling. It's the one that's got all the little like bumps that gradually go from very dense to very light. All right. Oh, it fell. There we go. All right. So I am also, I want to make this shimmery. So I am taking a combination of the Shimmer Paint Frost White, 70% rubbing alcohol. And like I said last time, someone told me a long time ago to only use 70% for this sort of thing, because I think there's a 90 or 91%. I don't know. I don't remember why specifically. So I'm just passing it on with no intelligent knowledge other than use the 70%. So what I've done is I have taken both of those and I put several drops of the shimmer paint into the stamping spritzer and then filled it up with the rubbing alcohol. And to keep my desk from getting completely covered with shimmer paint, I have a Bobley pizza box that I use. Someone says 90% causes clumping. Okay. I will tell you, I had clumping, as you can see, when I first did this. So we're going to make sure this works first before I spritz. Always make sure you look where the little nozzle is. I have spritzed myself in the face before. All right, so now we're getting a nice even stream. So I'm going to place that in. And you can kind of see it getting wet there and spritzy. So it kind of makes it all kind of glimmery and shiny. So I just kind of want it to look like that wonderland of snow and stuff. All right, so we're going to let that dry. And I'm going to pull back my people here. And we're going to use a whole bunch of blends. I'm going to move all this over here. I'm going to pull this one down. All right, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. All right, so I guess we'll start with my elf. Let's see. So I'm going to start with his face. I did this the other way around on the sample. I'm going to try doing this first. I want to put rosy cheeks on the elf and Santa. So this is the dark petal pink. So what I want to do is I'm going to put the cheeks on first and then do his face. On this one, I did it the other way around. And it really kind of, you can see the bleed more. So I'm going to try and see if I can prevent the bleed look. So I'm going to kind of do his cheeks. Just kind of round, rosy cheeks. Let me do Santa too while we're at it. All right, we'll let those dry and we'll come back and do the face later and see how that works. All right, so my elf, I made his outfit in Old Olive. So I'm going to start with the light. I'll tell you, I don't know, when I colored the original, some days I'm really good. These past, yesterday and today, I'm coloring outside the lines at all points. So just fair warning, I don't know if it's too much coffee, not enough coffee. And I probably, now that I've said something, I probably will stay inside the lines. Let's see, will that come in any? So I'm first just putting the light color down, and then I'm just going to add the dark Old Olive on the ends. So there'd be like shadow on the sides and bright down the middle, which would kind of make it give him some round sort of dimension. And then I'm going back with the light to kind of blend in where those two meet. So someone is in the box. So the little box I have, it's this little wooden box. It's Melissa and Doug. So it's something that my kids got when they were little that held, goodness knows, bead making or something. And it got repurposed in my craft room. All right, so, and it just fits my blends perfectly. All right, so now the hat. Okay, and so now we'll add a little bit of shadow. And then I'm just going to try to blend where those light and dark meet. All right, so so I made the brim of his hat. Is the red I used is Poppy Parade. That's the red that is used in this suite. So, oops, wrong side. So again, I start with the light. I know some people like to start with dark. I tend to prefer to put a base coat of light down and then add dark and then blend with the light. And then I'm going to add a little bit of dark and then blend again. All right, so there's his hat. While I have the Poppy Parade out, I'm going to do Santa's suit. Let's see, here we go. And then come back darker on the sides. You can hear my clock ticking. Oh my. I have a fan going. Oh, clock. There is something ticking. It's not a clock. The house I grew up in, I have the clock, has an old schoolhouse clock, and it had a, you know, it wound up via a pendulum, and you could hear it tick, 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 to the point where I couldn't hear it. I had to look at it and in my head say tick, 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 because it was just so ingrained in my brain. My friends would be like, oh, I can tell you're in the kitchen. I can hear that clock. And I couldn't hear it at all. I have it now, but we don't keep it wound. It's just for looks. It's made, my mother religiously wound that clock every Saturday morning. The idea of having to wind a clock every week. That was a clock. Is there a clock? Is that this? No, it's my clock. There's a fan behind me. I don't know what it is. And again, of course, it could be you guys hear it and I don't. But I don't think I have one. All right, so there's my Santa suit. Okay. What color? So the Santa suit, this is Poppy. Poppy Parade. It is the color that is used in this suite for the reds. All right, so Santa's suit. So I'm going to come back to my little elf, and this is ivory, and I'm going to color his skin. His ears. Yeah, I think that looks better for the cheeks. I don't know if you can tell with this. You really can't. The cheeks on the original, I put the ivory down and then put the dark petal pink dots on, and it, like alcohol inks, will like kind of spread out. Ooh, spread out, and you can see the spread with that. Whereas this one, if you put it on first, it's better. All right, so now we're gonna do Santa's skin. His is a little easier because his eyes are closed, so I can just go right over them. And get his ears too, and his hands. He's got a little thumb over here. All right, so let's see. Excuse me. Oh, and what did I forget to do? Shut off my phone. Off. Let's go. Oh, all right, I think we're back. Are we back? Sorry. All right, so I got, this is dark melon mango, or yeah, mango melody. Dark mango melody. I'm combining my names of colors, and I'm doing this for the belt buckle for both Santa and the elf. All right. That's Santa elf. All right, so now, all right, for Santa's beard, I'm going to take light Pool Party. Cooking. All right, and you see, all right, I'm just going to do a line along the bottom. And then I'm going to do one along the bottom of the beard. Just to kind of add a little shadow on the beard. I'm going to add shadow now to the whites of the hats, but for that I'm going to use Smoky Slate Light. So for the little pom-pom over here, just add a little crescent moon style shape, and then one here too. There we go. And then for the hat, again, just a little darker on the sides, kind of make it a little rounded. And then for my list, I'm going to add a little shadow in the back here, and then just a little definition there. And then I'm going to come back with my color lifter, and I'm just going to blur, or I'm just going to put it right along the edge of the end of where I ended coloring on those grays, the Smoky Slate, just to kind of have that color blend into white a little easier. If that makes sense, blend into white easier. All right, so I think I got my two main guys done. All right, so now let's focus on my light post, or my sign post. So again, I'm going to start with my light Poppy Parade, and make sure you can see me. Just do that little. And then the same thing, I want it to look round, so I'm just going to put a little dark on both ends, both sides, let's say. And now I'm going to blend those in. All right, and then for the white parts of the signposts, I'm again going to use my smoky slate. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. And then again with my color lifter, I keep pulling open the wrong side. I'm just going to blend that edge in a little bit. Okay, so what other colors did I use on the post? Okay, so for the top of my post, I'm going to use 3 different yellows. So I'm starting with light daffodil, and I'm going to color the entire post, or the entire quote-unquote ball on top of the post with the light yellow. I'm then using Mango Melody Light. All right, on one side. Going in on the second side, and then Mango Melody Dark, and just a little bit on both edges. And then I'm coming back to the light, and I'm just going to use that to blend those 3 colors. All right, so now I think I'm going to put these away. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. And so the next piece underneath I did in, this is light and dark shaded spruce. I'm going to try something. This is light mint. I'm going to try, all right, I'm going to do this whole thing in light mint. Then I'm going to do the light shaded spruce. And then dark shaded spruce. Let's see. All right, and now we're going to come back to the light mint macaron and blend those. Okay, so there's that. I like that a little better. All right, so color, color, color. I'm saving my bronze. Oh, so there is snow on my sign, so I'm going to add a little like weight or shadow just to the bottoms of the snow. Okay, and again, blend that with the lifter. Okay, so while I'll come back and do the wood in a second. So now I'm just going to do some brightly colored gifts. I'm like, what colors did these go? Okay. So my packages from the elves. Oops, wrong side. I'm going to color the stripes. So this is light spruce. All right, and then do a little dark on just one edge, and then blend that with the light. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark mango and I'm just going to color in the dots here. And then what do I have for the top one? Oh, the top one was just poppy. And then a little bit of dark poppy. And then blend the dark poppy. Okay, and then to finish the bottom two, again, I'm taking the light smoky slate. Adding just a smidge of that, and actually I'm going to do this all at once. And then I'm going to blend that in again with the lifter. Trying to avoid the yellow dots here, but I just kind of want it to look darker in that corner. All right, so now I got everything brightly colored. Now we're going to do the wood from the signpost and our little wagon. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna pull it. I got like every color out here. All right, so I'm gonna put a base down first of light crumb cake. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. So. I put these too far away from each other. Okay, so there's my base for those two. And now, let's see, what did I do? I think I just did light and dark suede. So I'm going to start with light suede. I'll start with the sign. And I just kind of, I want it to look like lines in wood. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the dark suede. Come back over here to my sign. And my wagon. Okay. And I think last but not least, I'm going to take dark gray and color my wagon wheels. I think I forgot to do that on the other one. Let's see what I'm doing. All right. I think I got everything colored. Now I want to stamp my North Pole. I waited to do this so it wouldn't get smudged. Seeing I knew I'd be coloring over it, I wanted it to be as bright as possible. All right, hold on. There we go. Alrighty, so now let's cut these boys out. Alright, so let me take you out all the way and move all my blends. Bring back the Big Shot. And let's see how much we can cut out at once. Alright, so here's my here's my elf. And my wagon. And my Santa. Okay, my signpost. And my presents. All right, let's run them through. Let's see how that worked out. Post-its. Those all back on the magnets. All right. All right. Let's assemble. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'll pull you back in a smidge. All right, so I'm going to attach my snowdrift to my sky with some dimensionals. All right. There we go. Mary Co, you're on a cruise ship? We are all jealous, Mary. I love she watches from a cruise ship. So jealous. All right, so there's my snow. What I added to my last one, I'm going to take paper snips. All right, I'm going to take a small piece. This is the textured weave ribbon in Poppy Parade, and I'm going to attach it down here. So I'm going to put a little snail here, attach that. Actually, let's then do a, oh, where'd my glue dots go? Glue dots. And then I'll take glue dots and add those there. And I'm going to fold that over like about that much and stick. So now I got a little bit of the ribbon element in it. All right, so I'm going to put this, actually, I'm gonna put this on with dimensionals too. This is gonna be a bumped up card. It just is. I like it better that way. All right, here we go. So push these all down. I don't know. Lately, I just cannot get the dimensional backings off without, so I stick my nail in and spin. They come off a lot easier. There we go. All right, so here is my soft suede. Let's center that right in the middle. All right, now I need my friends here. All right, so Santa baby. All right, so I'm going to put a little snail on his bottom and a dimensional on his head. And he is coming up here. And I do want him kind of off the side. That's part of the plan. Signpost, again, a little snail on the bottom and then a dimensional on the top. And that's coming over here. And again, a little off. I like it a little off the side. Just adds a little something, something. A little something, something. All right, so I'm gonna worry about the wagon and the present first here. Let me see. if I do that, he can fit here. Okay, so I'm going to add a little nail to the bottom present. I'm going to grab a, come here, a tiny dimensional to the top. And stick that there. All right, I'm going to add, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to attach that with dimensionals after all. Again, like I said, this is going to be a bumpy card. All right, so take these off. All right, so now, there we go, there's our little wagon. And our elf. Okay, and I kind of want him on a bit of an angle, like that. But I'm not done. No. Because, did you see these? These are the most adorable enamel shapes. We already talked about how I love enamel shapes. So these are Christmas ones. And so I am going to add snowflakes in my sky. So I'll put like one here. I'll put one up here. I'll put one there. I'll put another one up here by Santa. I'm going to town because I like these. There we go. Now we're done. Now we're done. Isn't he cute? I just love these guys. I love how awesome they are colored with the blends. So really cool. So you got a couple seconds left to leave a comment so you can be added into our giveaway, my giveaway. So leaving a comment right now, you are entered to win the Regals enamel shapes. And we're going to do that in a minute. And then if you don't win, or you're watching this later, next week I'm going to pick a winner, hopefully, for the warm-hearted stamp set. Watch the beginning if you want to know why. That's fingers crossed. So here we go. Let's see if this works. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to refresh, and we're going to cross our fingers and see if WooBox will work for me today for this. If not, I got another option lined up, ready to go. Come on, log in. All right. Okie dokie. All right, so we're going to pick a winner. Let's see if this works. You get to enter by commenting. You get one entry. Go. Oh, no, I got to upgrade. All right, there we go. Back to the $32. Option number 2. All right, so here we go. Filter duplicate. All right, so this is called Random Comment Picker. Can you see it? No. Can you see it? Yes, you can. So like I said, it's not as pretty of a site. I'm going to hit this button Start, and it's going to put a name here where the HostGator advertising is, I hope. Go. Go. Is it doing anything? Oh, this is how I picked the name last time. It worked out. Maybe I need to refresh my entire, hold on. Let me copy this. Oh yeah, Start comes over there. Oh, just when I thought I had this dealt with. Let's refresh the whole page. Could be like WooBox doesn't like to be. All right. Paste. Start. Go. Give me a name. Give me a name. Come on. Come on, Bessie. Come on, it gave me a name last time. Oi. Really? Wow, it takes a long time. Maybe I need to do a song and dance. Da, 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 da. Come Come on, it hasn't turned back to white yet. So maybe it just takes a long time. They do not make this easy at all. And maybe I'll have to come back on. Ah! Wow. Maybe because it's so many. Maybe because there's so many wonderful comments. Maybe that's the problem. I'm trying to think positively here. Wow. All right. Well, I may have to go do what I did last time and pick it afterwards and post it. I know, Jeopardy theme. Do, 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 do. It doesn't seem like it's going to return anything. I don't know why. It says it picks a comment randomly. I don't think the site does what it says it's going to do. Okay, well, so best laid plans. Oh, now it goes back to, yeah, best laid plans. So I am very sorry. I will pick that somehow in the next hour. I will get the post up first. So if you come in on a little late, you do have a chance to get in. So it'll be later and a little live and a little after. So I apologize. We will pick the enamel shapes and I will try to figure that out. Thank you for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday. And I have a run of 3 weeks of doing Tuesday, Fridays, just scheduling. So I will see you on Tuesday and then Friday. So thank you guys for joining me. I will see you all later and keep an eye out. I will post the winners. Bye. Thank you.